The P2002-00 trouble code in Skoda and other VAG cars means that the electronics in your car have registered bad DPF efficiency. But before you touch the DPF, there are at least 3 things you may try that will not cost you much money at all. First of all, you should know that modern DPF filters can last about 250-300,000 miles, so if a mechanic in a repair shop tells you that you need a new DPF or you need to take off the DPF and have it cleaned professionally, this is most likely not true, and you should avoid this until you've tried everything else. DPFs may die earlier than that, of course, but there should be other clear evidence that the DPF requires some work to be done on it. Before you even spend your money on an inspection, the first thing you should try is to take your Skoda on a good open highway and drive it at 3000 RPM for at least 20-25 minutes. You should switch to manual mode in your gearbox, set it to some appropriate gear and keep the RPMs at 3000. This may trigger the natural regeneration and your DPF may be cleaned this way. If the check engine light and the P2002-00 code disappear during this, you just need to drive your vehicle on highways more often. Modern diesel engines hate city driving cycles and they sometimes need driving on highways. Secondly, if this doesn't help you, there may be too much soot and the vehicle just won't start the natural regeneration. In this case, you will want to find an independent mechanic with a good scanner and launch the forced regeneration. Then keep an eye on the live data for soot amount in the DPF and see if this helps. Now, after that, you should also reinitialize the DPF with the same scanner tool and most likely the problem will disappear. But if this doesn't help, you should know that your Skoda or Audi or Volkswagen has quite a complicated EGR system and it's closely connected with the DPF. There were tons of various software updates and TSBs by Volkswagen, but unless you are a Volkswagen technician, you won't have access to those TSBs. So the idea is that this P2002-00 code is very often just a ghost code that is set when your EGR cooler has issues with airflow through it. The EGR cooler is most likely fine, but the software believes there is a problem. To cut a long story short, you should go to a Skoda dealership and ask them if there is a fresh software update for the ECU of your car regarding EGR and DPF equipment. They can update your software and this will cure the problem with the DPF code, but be careful and never let random mechanics mess up with software in a modern VAG vehicle. You will end up buying a super expensive electronic control unit if something goes wrong. Only if these low-cost solutions won't help, you should go to a good repair shop and have the DPF and EGR system carefully inspected, but most likely you will solve the problem within the 3 steps described before.